welcome to the One Nations Listening and Watching Challenge. This will take place during the season of Lent from 17th of February to the 4th of April. Lent means a springtime, it's a new beginning, so I invite you to come and join in the One Nations.
We are called to the harvest and win the lost. Be His witness to the world. We are called to the
heaven, the angels round your throne cry out holy to the one who is to come. Hear us sing, hallelujah.
There is one love of which we share. There is one love.
Father, what is so special about this 150 years, and what should we look out for, basically, other than the indulgences, of course?
Of course, thank you, Ralph, for the question. Well, 150 is not a magical number. It is not something that's just done in history and then forgotten. It is something that is to be carried forward. And as I said earlier, this is part of the beauty of our Catholic faith, which consists of, not just sacred scriptures, but there's also sacred tradition.
We are called to the harvest and with the lost, be His witness to the world. We are called to the poor and the hungry, be His hands and His feet to
My heart, be the arms of life, only close. Let me feel your
believe. There is one love of which we share. There is one love which we gladly bear. This is the love of our God through Jesus Christ His Son. In His love we will be restored. There is one love of which we share. There is one love which we gladly bear. This is the love of our God.
Because why are we joyful at Easter? What's the whole point of Easter? The whole point of Easter is Jesus rose from the dead, and we have been saved because of that act. And so this joy that we have comes from this gratitude, this deep gratitude that you look you look at Jesus and you say, wow, you did that.
We will be restored.
Even though I wasn't with Empowered yet, I could see that they were very active and they were very passionate about their youth, about guiding their youth to Christ, and that really captivated me.
In your presence there is joy, fullness complete. In your presence there is joy.
how to say, BM says alang alang, since we can't even receive the Eucharist
where the Eucharist is the essence of Mass itself. So won't it be better that perhaps we don't go for Mass if we don't receive the Eucharist? Yeah, this kind of thoughts coming in.
That is because the hunger for the Eucharist is there. Even though we cannot receive physically, then we have the prayer of the spiritual communion, which says, the desire to receive Jesus into my soul and to embrace Jesus as if he was already
So
there.
that's why, in a way, it's important to have an examination of conscience at the end of every day, before you sleep, before we sleep, and think of what have I committed in terms of sin, and then to be ready to go for confession, when the time comes. But
grieving, and how do we identify which stage of grieving we are? Is there
Right.
like a process?
Yes.
You mentioned there's a process.
Correct. Grieving is a process, and I think Ralph earlier was saying sadness, right? You were bringing up that emotion of sadness. If we could just imagine.
So as Christians and Catholic, we have this option to go to God and offer it up to God, and we trust in God with it.
Overflowing story in the depths of my soul. Overflowing story in the depths of
Eternally wonderful, glorious.
But for me, it's just stagnant. And I always felt like there's always room. There's so much room to grow within that, within my spirituality.
To be brought up. I feel that there is a need, because I guess not we all have our blind spots, and sometimes brought up through the proper channels, through the right people. These are very important. If you see something that is really happening, that's really wrong, it's true. So
give me that strength to walk.
I'll just listen kot to his story, macam listen to his rant, like just let him all out, because I think at that place he has no one to rant to.
It seems
macam,
like
takkanlah he
For the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world.
I will seek you with all my heart.
But then I believe for us, it's mostly on how much the giving from the heart. So this is what I believe. So it's actually helpful for our spiritual journey. And in terms of the pie chart that Evelyn mentioned, I believe this one falls in the need. So how much depends on how generous you are. That is important that
My
we give.
healer, my provider, you're the lover of my soul, my good shepherd, you're my savior.
Praise the Spirit, three
You alone, I see